Happy birthday to me. Okay, so I made these vegan eggshells, if there's ever such a thing. Guys, you're gonna learn a lot in this video. Okay, so this is the perfect vegan poached egg. No chewy whites or doughy texture, anything like that. We are going to start with reverse purification, right? So we need this water bath, about 750 ml of clean water, and then 8 teaspoons of sodium alginate. And your water will look like this, but once it sleeps overnight, it will clear up and look exactly like this. Now let us start with the egg white. You need vegan plain yogurt, nutritional yeast, a bit of milk if your yogurt is a bit thick. You need oil, and of course you need a bit of calcium lactate. Now let us do the egg yolk. You need pumpkin. I always prefer to roast mine. I mean, you're welcome to buy tinned one or to just boil, whatever suits you. This is normally what I prefer. So look how it looks like, you know, and it does give a bit of flavor. So you're gonna have that, and I used vegan margarine there. Again, vegan plain yogurt, nutritional yeast, and of course, guys, here you can either put the color namak on this stage. Remember, this is very, very strong, or you can even put it later, and a bit of salt. Let us inject it here. Okay, let us try to be. I know I'm using a syringe there, and I know perhaps you guys are already saying there is a syringe. He used sodium alginate, he's using calcium lactate, all these chemicals. It feels like a lab. I promise you, at the end of this video, there won't be any chemicals. The final recipe does not have these alginate and everything, but because people are curious on how I do certain things, I just wanted to share. And by the way, guys, this reverse purification, it has been used by so many chefs. It's really an old method. You can actually use it even for sausages and stuff. Okay, I want to explain what I'm doing here. By the way, this plastic, I just bought it from an antique shop. I really don't know what is it for, and I just looked at it and said maybe I can come up with some kind of proper shape of an egg, and it didn't work out, and I threw it away. If someone knows what that is, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, so because I talk too much, you guys might be worried about certain parts that I perhaps skip. I will be sharing a full detailed recipe on the description. But here, basically what we did, after shaping our vegan egg, we ran it through sodium alginate and then clean water, and then just try to dry it a bit in the oven, and now we are cutting it. But it didn't turn out right. But let me just show you how I made those pockets where we had to put the what? The vegan yolk. Okay, so we're gonna use rice paper, and perhaps I know some of you thought maybe I was using some kind of chemicals. It's just rice paper, guys, nothing else. Anyway, you just need 2 rice paper and brush it with fresh clean water. Be careful not to put too much water, guys. Here, this is actually Travelini's toy. She bought it somewhere, and I thought it was going to give me egg shape. So I used it to cut, and then pop it in the air fryer. Let's see what happens. Okay, there is inflating, guys. Okay. I wasn't really that happy with this. Number one, it was too tiny for me, but also the shape was not good. So I took Chef TT's cup, and then perhaps what is going to come out here is going to be a bit much better, but let's see. Okay, and also it's a bit big compared to the smaller one. Let's see how this one turns out. We're gonna pop it in the air fryer again. I would really love to know, where are you watching from? Okay, trying again. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm also not happy with the shape. Not at all. Let us try again. Again, guys, I was just asking, where are you watching from? Please let me know in the comment section. I would really love to know where you're watching from. Let's try again. Let's see what happens here. So this one is going to be a bit bigger, right? A bit bigger. And let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see. I'm nervous. My heart is beating fast. Hope it doesn't burst. Okay, so it didn't burst. Yeah, this one is good. Looks, yeah, pretty good. Okay, so I made a couple of them and gave myself this gift for my birthday. Yeah, now you'll see this one is almost egg shaped, because what you do just to get that shape, you let it ride a bit more in the fryer, and it will have those spots because the fryer will be super hot, and eventually it shapes itself like an egg. How wonderful is that? Okay, so this is the reverse purification, guys. This is the water part of the sodium alginate. So now we are putting that vegan egg yolk. So because it have calcium lactate, so it will naturally create some kind of a skin. So this is what is happening here. But as I said before, I know that there is a big number of people who wouldn't want to eat anything with calcium lactate or sodium alginate. So you have to keep watching, because you'll be surprised how we are going to be made up. But just look at that, guys. Just look at that. So yeah, I made a couple of them, different sizes. I'm loving this. So I tried this, right? I tried this a couple of times and I didn't really like it. You know, you want the yolk to be running, right? So it doesn't really sit nice in the sodium alginate. It doesn't sit right. So I tried a couple of times, different ways. It didn't work out for me. Okay, let us try something. Now what we want to put the yolk inside the rice paper. That's what we're gonna do. And let me just say this, I know that sometimes some of my recipes have got a lot of work. Why would you go through all this? You just want to eat an egg or flavor or whatever. Why are you even vegan and this and that? I know all those things, guys. This is what I do. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but this is what I do. But I do not expect anyone to do this. I do not. And on daily basis, you wouldn't eat this. You wouldn't do this, right? I do it for the show. It's more like a theater. Call it a movie if you want. But basically, I like to show possibilities. For a restaurant or hotel, I promise you this would work. This would work. Just to have that wow factor on the table, right? But let's see what happens, guys. Let us see what happens. Just look at that. Pop it again in the air fryer. Let's see. I am praying. I hope it doesn't burst, including the yolk inside. Let's see. God, it mustn't burst. Okay. Doesn't seem to burst. But now it is sticking to the pan. And I know it is because these yolk are wet. So I'm gonna pop them in the air fryer a bit, just to dry them up. Look at them. Even when they're dry, they really, really look good. Okay, so let's see if they're still sticking here. Bingo! No more sticking. So it looks good, but let us try to be naughty. I want us to be naughty. By the way, this is sodium alginate, guys. These things, like what I'm doing now, I don't expect anyone to do it for me. I just want to, let us crack that egg. If I can be honest with you, I'm just an artist at heart. I like to create these shocking recipes, and I don't know, guys, but this is my way of fighting for the animals, if that makes sense. all these things, they provide us with the opportunity to talk about the things we eat, you know. So anyway, here it didn't come out nice at all. Again. Okay, so this is agar-agar. What I'm gonna try to do is that at the end of this video, this is the only thing that we're going to use as a stabilizer. I don't know if you've used this before, but for this you have to soak it first. That way it becomes easy to dissolve when you are cooking it, right? And you really have to let it simmer for about 10 minutes so that it activates, right? And we're going to use tofu. This one is a firm one. We need about not much, but as I said, I'm going to share the recipe. Now we are making soya milk using this tofu, right? It's made from soya. So I prefer this. Sometimes some of the milks that we buy I'm not comfortable with. So with this, just add water, make sure it's still water, and blitz until it's smooth. So what is really nice about this, just out of this method, guys, you can actually make yogurt. You can make beautiful look at that as milk, and you can make cream out of this. Just look at that. Come on. Come on. So this is your agar-agar, and it is what we're going to use as a stabilizer. So basically, once it's like that, you just throw it in the pot and dissolve it again. Now add your milk. While you stir, you don't want your milk to burn or anything else to burn. Here you can either put your kalanamak, or to be honest with you guys, even though I put it here, but I really prefer to put it when I'm eating, not when I'm cooking. It is really, really very, very strong. Again, was not happy with our egg yolk in terms of color. So here we are going to use mainly the pumpkin. I'm not gonna put, it was actually a drop of oil. I didn't put much oil. So the color now is really, really close. In fact, is almost exact. Look at that. Wouldn't you say that's a vegan yogurt? I know it has already have agar there, but you can achieve that without agar-agar. That is beautiful, man. And the taste of this thing, oh my God. Okay, now we're gonna try this again and let's see what happens. Cover it. As I said, I don't really expect to eat warm to, you don't even need an air fryer. Let me tell you something. You don't even need an air fryer or any of these things. This recipe is the simplest you can think of. Oh, by the way, I forgot. There is a booklet that I got together for my birthday. And if someone is interested on buying that book, the link again will be in the description. It has this recipe in detail. Okay, so obviously here the yolk doesn't come out the way we want, but just look at the texture of that white. Here we managed to achieve in terms of texture, whether the white oven, come on. So the egg yolk was too runny, but I'm just fascinated about this white. It's not chewy. One would literally think it's an egg. It's not chewy. That was power. But let us fix it. That's what we do. Nah, it was too runny. The yolk was too runny. And guys, please don't forget to subscribe, and to hit the notification button if you like what I'm doing, if you like to support what I'm doing. Okay, so I made another one. This one is far much better. But the yolk did not come out right away. I had to press the egg. Press it.